you guys. I'm hoping you guys can see everything that you need to see on the table here. I am Megan Crandall from Wishy Roll Wreaths, and I'm just going to teach you guys how to do a really fun project tonight. So I'm just going to set up the iPad really quick so I can read your comments. So just as you come in, just pop in and tell me where you're from. I'm really excited. I have an awesome announcement for tonight. And so I'm really pumped and excited about that. So just let me get my iPad fixed and we'll start. Okay. Hi guys. I'm so excited you guys are here tonight. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Megan Crandall, and my company is called Wishing Well Wreaths. And I have been spending the last 6 months of my life making an ebook that has, so it's not just a book. I wish I could call it something different than just an ebook. It is a book. It has, so it's got like, it ended up being like 80 pages. That's with like all the photos and all the cool stuff in there. So it's got like over 300 photos, written instructions, and then it has like about 8 hours worth of video tutorials in there. But it's not like you watch all 8 hours at one time. Because you don't. It's broken up into sections so that, you know, I might be talking to you about the different kinds of wreath bases. And so you would kind of read that in description and look at the photos. And then there's this cute little picture of me. And you click the cute little picture of me. And then it takes you to a video. And then you can watch me, you know, explain the process of here's this wreath base. Or this is how you tie a ribbon onto such and such. And so that's kind of how the book works. And then on top of the book, you also get the free Facebook group. So I'm really, really excited because I'm going to get to know the rest of you guys. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I'm so beyond ecstatic right now. So I'm just, you get the free Facebook group that comes with it. Make sure, because it's coming out tomorrow, so tomorrow morning is when it'll be up and out for sale. It'll be on sale through my Etsy shop. So my Etsy shop is, I should have put that in the description, but my Etsy shop is wishingwellwreaths.etsy.com, and that's where you can grab it. That's where you can get the book. And make sure you read all the instructions and watch the little video tutorials so that, number one, you get to the right place so that you can get into the Facebook group. When you get into the Facebook group, it asks you for your receipt number. You're going to have to answer like a couple of questions. So it's going to give you the receipt number. So kind of remember to keep that. And then once you're in the Facebook group, there's the list of the vendors and the designers there right for you. Where to go to get all the cute signs that I have. You know, like this fun one that I got from Ibeth. The fun character sets, you know, that I've shown you. You know, like the fun witches and things that have been hung up here. So you'll have, you know, you'll have all of those vendors' names, and you can just like go join all their groups tomorrow and start ordering your little hearts out for Christmas. And it explains in there, and there's a video in there on how to order and get your 10% off your first item through them. So just kind of make sure you watch the videos and read through the instructions. Okay, but I am super pumped. I'm so excited to get to know the rest of you guys, and just having a party here. So don't stress out. I probably should have made this a little bit more clear. Don't stress out if you haven't got the email yet, because I haven't sent the email yet. So if you join my mailing list, I wanted to wait until everybody had had a chance. So like my event ended on Wednesday, so it ends tomorrow. You needed to like join my mailing list, and if you join my mailing list tonight, I'm going to send out an email giving you $10, an extra $10 off the sale price. So the sale price is $37.99. So it will be $27.99 for all of you guys for 1 week. So that's the introductory price with the discount is $27.99 for the first week only. And then once that week's finished, I'll bump it up to the $37. So I tried to keep it as low as possible. There's so many expenses that go along with putting this together, and but I tried to keep it as low as I could, and so hopefully you guys will, you know, make use of the fun introductory offer. And yeah, so anyway, yeah, if you have questions, I'll try and answer them for you. I'm just so ecstatic about the book finally being finished and you guys actually seeing it and all that hard work. So if you have an idea in mind and you just really want to do it, just go for it and just like shove yourself through it. Just push yourself through it because it feels so good once you're finished. So anyway, okay, I'll try and get off my excited self and go on to tutorial me. And so tonight we are going to be making this really, really fun witch hat, for kind of like a fun centerpiece. So I have not made one like this before. So, you know, I'm going to be trying different flowers and, you know, thinking, oh, well, this might look good here and that might look good there. So don't stress out if, you know, I'm using exact this ribbon and I'm using exact that. Anyway, let me show you kind of what you'll need and what to use. And if you guys wouldn't mind liking my page, and if you'll share the video, that really helps. That's my cute little tip jar. And when you share the video, it posts it to your timeline. So if you want to go back and rewatch it, it's there for you, so you can go back and watch it. So anyway, I appreciate that. Thanks for the hearts, guys. So let's get started. So I did have to do some of the prep work before. So what I did is I bought a witch hat. So this one's pretty big, and it was kind of decorated already, but I kind of took the decorations off because I wanted to decorate it the way I wanted to decorate it. So you do not have to have one. Number one, you don't have to have one this big. You know, it can be any size you want. So, you know, you can get this size. This is collapsible. You can get this size for like, you know, $3 or $4, I think, at Walmart. I got this a long time ago. So anyway, so yeah, you'll need some kind of witch hat, a witch hat of some kind. And then you're going to need some, I will tell you like what my thinking was and what I used for like the styrofoam and to hold up this so that I can have something in there to poke things, you know, because I'm going to be using the floral pins to push in my designs and flowers. So what I did, if you can see in here like this, okay, so what I did was at the beginning I used this fun, so remember this insulation foam that I told you guys about when we did like the fun legs coming out of the pumpkin. So I used a little bit of this and I put it into the top of the hat. Okay, so here's kind of, I wanted to just kind of show you. And one trick that I learned with this kind of, with the insulation foam is like do it in layers. So like do a layer and let that layer dry for a little while and then put another layer on top of that. Because when we did the witch hat, when we did the witch leg one, Like the next morning I woke up and there was like insulation ooze coming out of the pot. I was like, well, it really looks like a witch pot now. But yeah, so just, it's like still alive and growing underneath sometimes, so try and layer it a little bit. But so all I did was, if you guys can see in there, okay, that's the insulation foam that I just like squirted in, okay, and it gets, you know, it gets hard. So I put some of that in, and then I just got a cone, you know, the styrofoam cones. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them anywhere, but it's just the styrofoam cone, you know, it looks like a big tree. So I put in the insulation foam, okay, a little bit of insulation foam. Then I stuck the styrofoam base little cone in there, okay. And then what I really needed the styrofoam on around is this brim of the hat. Okay, so all I did was I got one of these wreath bases, and depending on how big your hat is, you're gonna have to cut it. You're gonna have to cut it up so that it fits on the inside of the hat. So I had to cut mine. You know, like you can see how I, you know, kind of cut that up in there. And I just hot glued that onto the sides, and then once I had the styrofoam glued in there, and once I had put my my pine cone or my styrofoam tree in there, then I took the insulation foam and sprayed a little bit more in there, just to kind of hold it all together. So that was the process. Sorry, I couldn't show you all of that and actually have a Facebook Live tutorial to get to this point. So hopefully I explained that well enough that you guys understand it. So that's how I did it. That was the genius that came out of my mind. If you have a different genius living in your mind, that's great. Do what he says. And so then the second thing is to find like a piece of cardboard to put it on. So I just grabbed, you know, like something off of a box. Oh, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. I love you guys. I can't wait to meet all of you, like, in my Facebook group after you get my book. I'm so excited. So anyway, all I did, I got a box, and all I did was I stuck, so you're just going to want to stick your, you know, your witch hat down, and then all I did was I took my, I like drew a circle around it where I wanted to, and then I just took my utility knife and I cut, you know, around the cardboard, so that, you know, when we're finished decorating her, you know, you can pick it up and go set it on something, and, you know, all your stuff isn't gonna like droop off. So you need to have something underneath it. Like I said, you don't have to use one this big. I was thinking maybe I could use the cake, like the round cake forms that you put like the round cakes on. My hat was way too big for that, so I couldn't use that. So I thought, oh, well, I'll have like, you know, one of the square cake ones. Well, that should be big enough, but it wasn't. So if you had to, you know, you could like put, you know, packaging tape and put two pieces together and then cut it out. Just depends on how big your hat is. So that is kind of how you get it to this point. So now, hi Gladys, how are you? I'm excited. My book is coming out tomorrow. Are you ecstatic? I love Gladys. Gladys has been with me for like 3 years. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to hot glue the witch's hat to my cardboard, okay? I'm not sure if I want to do any like ruffles around the edges yet or not. I'll try it and we'll see what we think, and I'll ask you guys what you think. So anyway, hopefully my glue gun is going to work tonight. I'm hoping that I don't have to go buy a new glue gun pretty soon. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of, I'm just going to go around the edges of the cardboard and just put some hot glue on there. And then glue my hat down to that. And you don't have to stress out if it doesn't cover it completely. It's just there for stability, so it doesn't flop around when you have all your goodies on there. So, and actually I got this fun hat at Michael's, so you can get them there. Yes, Gladys, you can get my book tomorrow. It's going to be in my Etsy shop. And I'm going to send an email out tonight. So if you're just joining me or this is your first time watching me, I have an ebook coming out. It comes with a free Facebook group and a free vendor list. And it's coming out tomorrow, and you can get it in my Etsy shop. And if you want to get $10 off the sale price, it is just join my mailing list and you'll get $10 coupon off of the sale price. So, yes, I'm so excited. It took me 6 months to do it. So, and all I'm doing, so I'm just like hot gluing the cardboard. That's all I'm doing right now. Nothing too exciting. Yes, and my friend Christina Brinker, she's on here. She's like my bestie. I have to do a shout out thank you to her because you guys would not have the book without her. I can't tell you how many hours I probably spent on the phone with Christina going over, okay, how does this program look? I think I had to learn like 6 different programs to finally get to this point. You know, it's like you gotta learn how to, you know, work the camera, and you gotta learn how to work the lights, and you have to learn how to edit and put like graphics on top of photos. And anyway, it was a fun learning process. So, but I really want to thank my friend Christina for getting me to this point. I had a lot of helpers, but she was definitely one of the number ones. And she actually is a wreath designer too. She has, her company is called Virginia Wreath Company. And so go check her out. She's awesome. Kind of got a piece of glue stuck in here that doesn't like me. So I apologize for my glue gun. So what I'm trying to teach you guys is I'm trying to like make everything for you to have like kind of a fun Halloween porch decor that you can display outside. I mean, obviously you don't have to put the hat outside, but on Pinterest I saw this really cute porch put together, and it was just, you know, like the welcome mat and some pumpkins, and then it had a broom, and it had a black hat, and then it had just like the witch shoes. So it kind of looked like, you know, from Dorothy, the Wicked Witch of the West. And I just thought that was plain and simple, and, you know, you could just add, you know, just add some pumpkins or whatever you had around. Depending on what kind of a person you are, you know, you can make a more elegant or fallish looking broom, or you know, you can make this, you don't have to get the black hat. They have hats that are like purple. You could definitely make this more of like, I was trying to decide if I wanted it to look more like fallish colors, ornate, or if I wanted it to look more fun. My personality always tends to go to fun. But it would be really pretty. Okay, so now I have my hat glued to the bottom of my cardboard. So now it's stable. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to decide what do I want around the brim of the hat. So, hi Gina, if you just came on, my book is finished. It'll be on sale tomorrow. Don't stress if you haven't got the email. The email is coming tonight for the $10 off. So nobody's stressed out about not getting it yet. Okay. Alright, so I kind of decided on the brim right here. What did I want? And I was kind of like, I liked the purple, you know, feathers. I thought that would be really kind of fun. So, kind of my thought process for this project is I'm going to kind of decorate up. So, here on the back of the hat, I want to kind of make it, you know, like this big fun bow and, you know, some flowers and things sticking out of it. And then doing some kind of really fun thing on the front. And I got some really fun pics and things, but oh my gosh, these were so cute. You guys like see these cute little bats? Oh my gosh, I saw them. They were actually on like a headband, you know, so you like wear it on your head and these cute little bats are on there, and I was like, oh, I fell in love with them. So we'll probably paint the little bats up here on top when we're done. So that is the plan. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And what we're going to be sticking in to hold all these. Oh, hi, Teresa. How are you guys? So glad you're joining me. I'm going to be using the floral pins again to stick things into the styrofoam. So again, you'll need these floral pins. You can get them anywhere. Walmart, Hobby Lobby. So first of all, I think I'm going to glue this feather boa on here. You can get the feather boas, you know, like way long and make like two, or but I just wanted to make one, so I just got one. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna glue it a little bit at a time, because I don't want to, you know, put the glue all the way around, because it'll probably dry by the time I get all the way around. So I'm just going to glue it on a little bit at a time. And I love the colors. I love black and purple. Those are my favorite Halloween colors. Black, purple, and green. So I'm just starting, you know, start with the ends at the back of the hat, not at the front of the hat. So I'm just going to hot glue this on here. Am I getting a cold? I've been like working like crazy, so I'm really tired. I'm hoping and my allergies get really bad in the fall, and so it kind of drops my voice a few octaves. So, lovely fall allergies. Do any of the rest of you guys have allergies? Hi, Damon. How are you? So, in case you guys haven't heard, so my ebook comes out tomorrow morning, and I'm emailing you guys a $10 off coupon. So if you haven't joined my mailing list yet, join my mailing list. See if you can get that 10% off coupon on there. Because that makes it a really good price. My glue gun's being not too happy with me. So I'm just kind of pushing it a little bit at a time. Oh yeah, you're with me on allergies, Laura. Yeah, they're not so fun. Oh my gosh, my glue gun is dying. I'm trying to shove this older glue stick up through so that my glue gun will work again. It does this sometimes. It like gets these little pieces of glue stuck in there. Okay, so I am just going to use a brand new glue stick and hopefully my glue gun will be happy. Okay, there we go. It didn't like that glue stick for some reason. And on Saturday, Melanie, where did I get my witch hat from? I got it from Michael's. It was a lot more dressed up. I kind of took the stuff off of it because I wanted it to look like how I wanted it to look. But it's kind of a really fancy hat. It's got lace and stuff on here. So that's kind of fun. But like I said, you don't have to you don't need like a fancy hat at all. And you can get the feather boas at Walmart. They have them at Hobby Lobby. Remember, when you have them at Hobby Lobby, remember to get your 40% off coupon from Hobby Lobby, okay guys? Don't ever pay full price or something at Hobby Lobby. I have all those kind of things, all those secrets and tips in my ebook. I tell you, how to shop, all the little secret tips about all the different stores. So it's really fun. I take you shopping with me. Okay, I've almost got the feather boa on. Sorry we had glue gun issues. Oh, okay, Sandra, what did I put in the hat part? I put in like a cone, a styrofoam cone, and I also used some of this insulation foam. So I sprayed some of it into the hat, and then I used the styrofoam like tree, and then I cut up some of this to go around the brim. So that's kind of, I wish I could show you the bottom, but on the bottom I put a piece of cardboard so you can't really see it anymore. But you can catch it on the replay. So, okay. So now I'm going to, let's work on the back and let's do the bow, okay? And let's decide what we want on the bow. So since my hat is bigger, I've got, you know, some bigger flowers and things that I want to stick on here. I thought this might be kind of fun to put some spiderweb stuff on there. And I've got, you know, some tulle that we could add to make some big loops and bows with. So I think what I'm going to do first is got to make sure I have the right ribbon. I think I'm just going to make some loops with the tulle so we can kind of have, like, you know, like a bigger base to the bow. And then I have this really, really fun, so can you see this tulle from, so I got this at Hobby Lobby, and see how it's purple and it has like the spider web woven in there through it. So I think I'm going to cut up some strips of that and just kind of, you know, have some strips and loops of some tulle back here, okay? So I'm just going to cut this in half. And, you know, you don't really have to measure a lot with, you know, the tulle for for the project that I'm doing. You don't have to do a lot. So I'm so glad you guys are on tonight. I have, if you're just new or you're just joining me, my name's Megan Crandall, and my company's name is Wishing Well Wreaths. And I actually have a new ebook and coming out tomorrow morning. It'll be in my Etsy shop at wishingwellwreaths.com. I mean, at wishingwellwreaths.etsy.com is where you can get my ebook. It has comes with a free Facebook group, and you also get like a complete list of all of my vendors where I get all of my cute stuff at, where you find, you know, like all the fun character wreaths, and you know, like where is everybody getting all their cute signs. And then on top of that, you get a free coupon for 10% off your first item of all of those vendors. So if you join my mailing list tonight, I'll give you an extra $10 off of that, of the price. So that would make the price of the book $27.99 instead of $37, which is, $37 is the sale price. But if you're on my mailing list, then you'll get it for $27, and that'll run for a week. Okay? So, awesome. Yeah, and if you guys want to like my page and share, I'd appreciate it. I do tutorials 2 times a week. I usually do Tuesday nights at 6 and Saturdays. So yeah, if you guys, and I really try to go back, if you have any questions on what I'm doing, I really try to go back after the comments and go through and try and answer as many questions as I can. That's why I'm really excited about the ebook, because it comes with the free private Facebook group. And so then I can answer your questions better, and it'll just be more fun. So, okay, on to the fun project. So, I just cut some tulle. It doesn't have to be, you know, like any huge, you know, exact measurement. So, I'm just going to make some fun loops. And this is called a bowdabra. You actually are supposed to use it to make bows. I like to use it just to hold my mesh in. When I'm making, like, if I was doing the ruffle technique, I just, you know, like, shove it down in there and do that. But I'm just going to put my ribbon in there so I can hold it. So I don't have to have it all in my hand, okay? Okay, so I've just got the purple tulle in there, and then I'm just doubling it up and sticking it into the Bodabra. I'm not that great at bows, but I'll show you guys tonight the funky bow, which is awesome. Everybody loves the funky bow because it's basically just tying loops. I'm not as good as Damon. Damon is awesome when it comes to the bows. He actually has a bow named after him. He's so good at it. Okay, then I'm going to stick this. I really, really love this purple tulle. It's just really fun. Okay, I might make a little bit longer piece of this. Okay, so see how I kind of have, so now I kind of have this whole set of ruffles here. So all I'm going to do with the ruffles now is I'm going to use some wire and I'm going to wrap it around here. And this is kind of the base of the bow, okay? So see, when I add it to the back of the hat, I've got some bigger pieces that are going to come out really farther than my ribbon, and it'll kind of, you know, give my ribbon some oomph. So that's what we're doing. Oh, thanks, Courtney. I love Julie. Julie's awesome. Julie is actually the person who does my my funky bow. She's the one who taught me how to do it. So hands down to her, because it's the only bow I can tie. So yeah, and if you guys just want to if you want to like my page, that's awesome. And if you want to join my mailing list tonight, I have my ebook coming out tomorrow. And if you join my mailing list tonight, I'll give you a $10 off coupon, which makes the book $27.99 instead. And the link to it is in my description. And I will send that email off tonight. So look for it in your inbox. And you can buy the book through my Etsy shop. And my Etsy shop is wishingwellwreaths.etsy.com. So if you want to do that, that would be awesome. Okay, so here is, so I've got kind of the back of my bow. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I appreciate you sharing and liking my page. It makes me feel good. I'm having a really good day. I'm so excited my book's done. Okay, so I'm just going to take one of these giant floral pins, and I'm going to stick it into the hat, because remember I have styrofoam in here. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to, actually I'm going to put some hot glue on these first, because they'll hold in better. So, and these are just called floral pins. And like I said, you can get them anywhere. Any, like, Walmart, in the florist department, anything like that. I might have to go over on the side, because that's, there it goes. Just have to find the right spot. Okay. So now, can you see how I kind of have this kind of fluffy, bigger part at the back? Okay. So now I'm going to make Julie's famous bow, okay? It's the funky bow. I absolutely love it. It's the easiest bow I've ever tied. So first of all, I wanted to use, so I want to use some of this purple because it'll make this stand out more. Okay, so I'm going to use this big purple. And then I was thinking, this is like my absolute most favorite Halloween ribbon. It's got like the cute little witch legs on it. And I got this from Michael's. So even though this is, you know, burlap, it still looks really cute. You know, it's like a witch hat. So she's got these fun little witch leggies. So I'll be using that one. So, and then I've got some really fun black bats that I was like, okay, I've got these cute little, I found these cute little, you know, bats that I wanted to put on the top of the hat when we're finished. So I was like, oh, I got to use the bat ribbon. So when you're thinking through the process of creating things, if you find something, sometimes it's nice to, you know, figure out, oh, okay, what matches and what goes together. You take your focal piece or your centerpiece, and then you try and you look at the accents and see what might, you know, bring that out. So, okay, so I usually use 6 ribbons in my bows. And I usually have 4 of them that are the 2.5-inch length, and then I usually have 2 of the ribbons that are the 1.5-inch length. So I'm just going to move the hat over here really quick so you guys can see how I'm doing the bow. So I thought I'd use this fun candy corn for one of the 1.5-inch lengths. And then I've got this really fun ghost with the candy cane. With the candy corns. And can I get a thumbs up if you're addicted to ribbon? I'm addicted to ribbon, and I think it's safe to assume that most of us are addicted to ribbon. Was trying to decide. Okay, and then I'm going to just use this plain gray. Ah, yes! I'm not alone. Yes, all the likes, the thumbs up. Yep. I'm addicted to ribbon. I hoard it. Okay, so on the funky bow, all you do is I take my pieces. So I've got this cute little bat. Oh, thanks for the hearts, you guys. I appreciate it. So then all you're going to do is you're going to take it and measure it out to 28 inches. And then I cut it at 28 inches. Okay. And then I push that one aside. Okay. And then I grab my next ribbon. And I cut. And then I cut it at 28 inches. And then grab my next ribbon. I love this purple. Oh, and okay, so I gotta tell you guys this tip, okay? Can you see this ribbon? Okay, this is a 50-yard roll of ribbon, and some of us think it's just common knowledge that you guys know that there's like Sam's Club ribbon. But anyway, at Sam's Club, they used to do it in the spring too, but they didn't anymore, and all of us are kind of mad. I've been in Wreathing World for a while. But they have Christmas ribbon on sale, 50 yards for like $8, and that is an extremely good deal on ribbon. And you can go pick out colors, you know, that you can use throughout the year. So yeah, that's my little tip on shopping for the day. So all I'm doing is I'm just cutting my ribbons 28 inches in length. So then let me give you another shopping tip while I'm just doing this bow really quick. So when you are shopping at Hobby Lobby, I might add this in here. when you're shopping at Hobby Lobby, remember that Hobby Lobby, in case you didn't know this, they alternate their sales. So one week you'll have like all the floral stuff go on sale for 50% off, and then the next week it'll flip and you'll have all the mesh and the ribbon on sale for 50% off. So don't pay full price for ribbon or for your mesh or your flowers, because just know that the next week they're going to put it on sale. And then also with Hobby Lobby, you can always get one item 40% off. So if you just add the app to your phone, you can just download the Hobby Lobby app to your phone, and it will then when you get up to the counter, you just pull out your phone and show them the coupon, and then you get your item for 40% off. So anyway, I know that not everybody knows that, so that's just a tip. Okay, sorry. How many strips did I cut? Okay, I cut 6. I like mine to be even so that I have 3 loops on each side of my bow. And they were all cut at 28 inches, okay? So, oh, I'm so glad. Tell Julie thank you. And if you guys will like and share my page, that would be awesome. That's kind of my tip jar. So this is really easy bow, okay? So what you do is, you know, you measure it at the 7 and the 11. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Julie, for popping in. She's my mentor. She's amazing. She has an inner circle group that I've been in where she teaches you how to grow your creative business. It's called Julie's Success Circle. It's amazing. If you want to like bring your business to the next level, I definitely would consider going and taking those classes. Okay, so back to the project. So what I do is I just kind of stack my ribbon in the order that I want to put it into my bow. So I usually take my 1.5 inch ones and I put it like the second one in, and then I'll have it be like the 5th one in. Sometimes if you have your 1.5 inch ribbons like right in the middle, your bow can look a little off balance. So that's just kind of what I do. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to put it down on the mat, and then you're going to go to the number 7, and you're going to pinch, okay, at the 7, and then I'm just going to put my thumb down on the 1, and then I'm going to pinch it at the 11, okay? So all I'm doing is I'm just going to make bunny ears. This is all I'm going to do, okay, guys? So you just make a bunny ear, and then I can usually hold all the ribbon in my hand, but I know a lot of people can't, so this is where this comes in handy. So all I'm going to do is I am just going to stick a I'm going to stick a little piece of wire down there so that when it's done holding my bow, I can just pull it up and put the wire on it. So here's my first ribbon. So all I'm going to do, I just put my loop in here like that and stick it in there. And then I'm going to go to my next ribbon. So my next ribbon is the candy corns. So again, I'm just going to go from 7 inches. Remember, 7-11, just like the gas station. And then I'm going to go to the 11, and then I'm just going to make a loop. Okay, that's all I'm doing. We're just making bunny ears. If you can tie your shoes, you can do this bow. And then you're just going to stick that up on top and smash that down into the bow dabra. Okay, and then take your next ribbon, do the same thing. It's just 7-11 and making a bunny ear. That's all there is to this bow. I have a really hard time with bows, but I can tie this one and it looks pretty good. So, and then I just pinch it at 11, and again, all I'm doing is I'm just making a cute little bunny ear, okay? Not too difficult. So then I'm just going to pop it in here and stick it on top. Okay. Then I'm going to take my next ribbon and do the exact same thing. And just go from the 7 and then go to the number 11. And I'm just going to make another loop. Just another bunny ear. That's it. Oh yes, I cut my ribbons at 28 inches. So, and while I'm tying this, if you haven't liked my page and you like tutorials, go ahead and like my page or share this. If you share it to your timeline, then you can go back and rewatch the whole thing. It's kind of my tip jar, if you want to, so I appreciate it. Again, so I'm just making a little loop, just making a little bunny ear, and I'm sticking it right here. Okay, and then I have my last piece, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just pinch it at the 7, and then pinch it at 11. Where did I purchase the stand? Oh, the Bodabra. This thing. Okay, this is called a Bodabra, and you can get it at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at, I think you can get it at Hobby Lobby. It's called a Bodabra. And it's actually really nice. It is a bow maker. You're supposed to use it to make bows. But this is what I use mine for. I shove ruffles and my mesh down in there too, so it's really nice. Okay, so then all I do is I'm just going to pull all of my layers, all of my ribbons up. And I've got my wire here. Okay. Okay, so now here's another little tip. Okay. So I've got all of my ribbons stacked. Okay. So I take the wire and I pull it. Now I'm just going to twist it one time with my hand, okay? And then you're going to get a tighter bow if you spin the bow instead of your hand cranking it like this. If you twist the bow, it'll be tighter. It'll hold it tighter for you, okay? And then you've got it all, so now you just have to fluff it. So you just pull them out like this. Okay, and then, you just have to play with the ribbon streamers down here. Oh, what kind of wire? You know what? You can use any kind of wire. You could use like a pipe cleaner. You could use, like the thicker wire. It doesn't matter what kind of wire that you use. So, yeah. So, this is the easiest bow in the world to tie. So, see, now doesn't that look gorgeous? And all I did was do bunny ears. That's all it took was bunny ears. Okay. So now we have our bow. So I'm going to grab it. And I'm going to grab our hat right here. Okay. And we are going to we're going to put the bow on the back of the hat right here. Okay. And you might want to take take the ribbon tails, and kind of straighten them up. When I'm finished, I will dovetail the ends and make them pretty and do like little V-cuts on the ends. Oh, show the bow a little bit better. Okay, so here's how the bow turned out. Just like that. Okay. All right. So then I'm just going to just kind of find the right placement for it back here. you know, and I'm just going to put it on top of, you know, like the tulle and the things that I added. Okay, and then I'm going to definitely on this one. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. I love the funky bow. It's so easy. What keeps the tails from fraying? The ribbon tails. I don't have too much of a problem with my ribbon tails fraying. If you're not using wired ribbon, and you're using that girls grain ribbon, like, you shouldn't use that if you're trying to make bows. It makes it a lot harder. But I will cut, like, I'll cut the ends of mine. Once I get it in here, I'll show you how to cut the ends. And I'm hoping that it's going to go through all of these layers of ribbon. Okay. So there, I got the bow. You'll definitely want to put hot glue on that pin, okay? All right. So now, now's the fun part. Oh, actually, let me, I'll show you how to dovetail your ribbons, okay? So that they look pretty. So what you want to do is you want to take your ribbon piece and you fold it in half. Oh, I'm so glad you liked the bow. Welcome, you guys. And so what you do is you fold your ribbon in half, and then I fold it in half, and then I go from the wired side and I cut uphill. If you cut it the other way, you're going to have a triangle sticking out. But if you do it this way, then you've got this pretty, V-cut look. And that just gives it a finished look that you want that pretty finished look. So again, just fold it in half, bring the two wired edges together, and then cut uphill. And that is how to make those pretty finished edges on your ribbon projects. So I'm just going to go through here pretty quick and dovetail my ribbons. It's so fun to see so many people from different places. You know, if you like tutorials, and you like how I'm doing this one, I do tutorials twice a week. So I do them on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And so if you want to like my page, I give you the schedule and let you know when I'll be coming and doing things. And then I'll probably be doing, I have my ebook coming out that's got all these video tutorials in it. It's coming out tomorrow morning. So it's going to be $37.99. But if you join my mailing list tonight, for the first week, it'll be at $27.99 instead of $37. So if you want to hop on my email list, my mailing list, the mailing list link is in the description. And maybe my friend, my bestie, Christina, will post the link for me. Or, if you need to, you can post your email in the comments. It's just a little bit harder. I hope that I'll catch them. So I'll be mailing that out tonight. So again, all I'm doing is just fold your ribbon in half so that the two wired sides are together, and then cut uphill, okay? So now I've got this pretty witch hat that's got this pretty bow in the back, okay? Is that pretty? Do you like that? Okay. Okay, so now it's time to add some of the fun flowers. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. I'm glad you like it. I think it looks really cute. Okay, I said I was going to use the, okay, so here I have some really pretty purple flowers. I might use this, I might use just one and stick it in the center of the bow since it's pretty big. What do you guys think? Okay, so I have this purple rose that I could stick here in the middle. So it would look like this. Or I can put this flower there. And it would look like that. Oh, I think I like this one better. I think I'll go with this one. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip it off. Yeah, the purple rose. You like the purple rose one better? Oh, you like the rose. Okay. Okay, so we're liking the yellow. Yeah, I think the rose is too dark, Diane. Yeah, I agree. I think the other rose was too dark. I didn't think it was going to pop. So, okay, so here we go. Find my wire cutters. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to glue it into the center. So I'm going to cut it off pretty low. But don't ever throw these long stems away. I like to use them to make, to help me make lantern swags or any kind of swag with. So I don't throw away your little pieces of ribbon. You can always do something fun with the extra flowers or the ribbons and the leaves. So I'm just going to take this and I am going to put hot glue on here. And then just hot glue it in the center. Just kind of play with it a little bit. Okay, so that's how it looks now. That's kind of pretty, huh? Yeah, if you missed the beginning, you can watch it on the replay. If you hit the share button, it'll take it to your timeline. So then you won't have to come back and hunt for it. If you want to do that. Okay. Let me see what other goodies I have back here. So at the end, I am going to put this giant spider back on here. Not sure where I'm going to put the big spider yet, but I will put him on. And we're definitely using the cute little bats. Let me see what this would look like if I took them apart. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pull them apart and use the curls separately. So all you have to do is kind of pull on them, and it'll come apart like that. And another good tip is if you find picks and things, you can pull them apart and make your own. Make your own picks, especially at Christmas. If you go down and buy like the big bushels of flowers and make your own picks out of them, you're going to end up, you know, saving yourself a lot of money that way. Okay, so now I've got my curls, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So I'm just going to kind of place them around the bow here. There's one. And kind of when you're working with wreaths, you kind of want to work on diagonals. So since I have a purple one here, I'm going to put a purple one down this way so that it's diagonal across from each other. You kind of do that with wreath making. Okay, and then I've got these 2 black ones. So I think I'm going to put one black one here and then the other black one down here. Okay, and then we've got one green one, and I think I'll put the green one right here at the top. How does that look? Oh, you're welcome for the tips, Tammy. Thank you. Look good? Okay, awesome. Then I'm going to glue it. Okay. So I'm just going to pull it back here. See, this is a really pretty easy project. Doesn't require a lot. I don't need to, I'm just going to glue this to the hat, so I don't need to use the floral pins. I can just, you know, glue it directly on there. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, so, you know, if you like to watch tutorials, like I said, I usually do 2 a week. I need to get some of those, like, finger things, you know, so you, like, don't burn your hands. It just comes with the job. You're just gonna, you're just gonna burn your fingers. That's just part of what comes with the job. So, let me get this black one in here now. So what do you guys like to do for Halloween? Have you guys gone to the pumpkin patch yet? I just saw that our pumpkin patch opened this weekend. I saw them actually out there putting, like, you know, the corn maze together. I always wonder what kind of, like, a mastermind you'd have to have. You'd have to have a math brain to go figure that out, to try and cut it in the right places. My brain's not good at that, figuring that kind of stuff out. I have the creative brain and not the math brain. camping? Wow. You are a brave soul. Where do you live, Sherilyn? I live in Utah, so it's a little bit colder out here. But like we mostly do tent camping. So if I had like an RV or a trailer that had a heater in it, that might be a different story. Yeah, and if you guys just remember to, if you want to join my mailing list, you get that coupon. And I also did a really fun tutorial on how to make a black cat. And if you join the mailing list tonight, I'll email you that the fun black cat tutorial too. When I finish gluing this together, I'll show you how cute the black cat turned out. $40? Wow. $400? Yeah, how many trick-or-treaters do you guys usually get in your neighborhoods? I make these really, really fun character wreaths, and I think they are just like so fun. They're like my absolute favorite thing to make are these character wreaths. I have Dracula this year and Frankenstein, and they're both absolutely adorable. Okay, so here's how the back of it looks now. So that's the back of the hat. Okay. I think I'm going to move to the front now. Okay. So let me just, I want to show you the cute little black cat. So I can, you know, if you want that tutorial, I'll send it to you. So here's the really fun black cat that we did on the last tutorial. So if you want to join my mailing list, I will also send you this cute little black cat tutorial. And then here is Dracula. So I'm just going to hang him up back here. But if you want to know where to like get all this fun stuff, like all these really, you know, the really fun signs and the Dracula hats. It's all in my ebook, in the vendor. So if you buy my ebook, you get the free Facebook group that you're in. And I tell you where I find all of my cute stuff, like the Dracula and and then your first order that you order with the companies that I give you, you get 10% off of your first item that you order. So if you want to do that, just join the mailing list, and then my book will be on sale tomorrow in my Etsy shop. So let's get back to this fun little project. Sorry, my Facebook page just went out. Okay. All right, so now I think we're going to move to the front of the hat. And I think I'm going to do a combination of these, so these black these black flowers have little eyeballs in them. And then I think I really like these purple with it. I think those two will complement each other really well. So I'm just going to kind of make a little little mini floral arrangement up here at the front. And then I'll probably add the spider off onto one side, and then the cute little bats up at the top. So, oh, thanks. I know the cat was fun. I'd never done one before. I had to figure out how to do him. But it was really fun. I love making the character wreaths. They're really fun. So I'm just going to take the flowers. I'm just going to cut them off the bottom. Oh, how do you join my mailing list? So there is a link in the description. Or maybe my friend Christina could post the link again. You can, that's how you can join my mailing list. Or you could try and leave it in the comments. Hopefully I won't miss it. So it's probably better if you do it through the link. But you can leave it in the comments. And then hopefully I won't miss it. But it is in the description of the video. So. Oh no, I'm out of focus. It might be the... I'm sorry, I'm out of focus. And, I actually am going to do a tutorial on how to make a character wreath. So, because they're my absolute favorite. I love making them. Alright, so I'm just going to clip off these flowers here. I thought the flowers with the cute little eyeballs, you could get those at Michael's. They had them in purple and orange, and did they have them in green? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just going to kind of make a little, I'll probably have to cut the stems pretty short so I can bend them like that and put the floral pin in this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this at an angle so that it's like this, okay? And then I'm going to use the floral pin like this, and I'm going to stick it in. I'm going to stick it into the hat like that, okay? Except I'm going to put glue on it first. And this hat, since it's like so embroidered and stuff, it has, it's a little bit harder to go through with the floral pins. I gotta find a weak spot. Alright, there we go. one flower there. I might put a few green ones in here with it. So I'll have purple and black and green. Those are my favorite Halloween colors, are purple, black, and green. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. I try and help you guys out as much as I can. I like to give you some tips to help you along. Things that I did not know. If I can help you out, I will. Okay, I'm just going to put a bunch together. Oh, Sharon, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you think it's looking cute. I think it's looking cute, too. Okay, I think I'm going to put them in groups of 3s. And again, I'm just bending the stems like this, so I can take the floral pin. So here I have them bent, so I just take the floral pin and I push it in that way. Does that make sense, what I'm doing? Okay. So I'm just gonna, and you'll really want to like glue your floral pins so that they'll stick in. This styrofoam is just really thick, trying to get it through there. I might just glue the flowers on individually. Just since the hat is so thick, it's like a really, really sturdy hat. So if you have a hat that's, you know, really, really sturdy like that, just cut your flowers down to about this size and just hot glue them on. That's what I'm going to do. It's not as important as the bow. You know, I wouldn't want to just hot glue the bow on. I just burned my fingers. One of the hazards of decorating is glue gun birds. That's why you get the low heat ones. And I haven't really tried the glue pan. Any of you guys use a glue pan? Oh yay, Sharon! I'm glad you want. I'm happy that you want. You're excited to wait for the coupon for my book. Thank you. I really tried to put everything in there that I could. And how it works is it's got photos and pictures that are labeled, and then you watch the video tutorial on that section. So it teaches you everything from the different basic wreath methods and techniques to, you know, how do I prepare a sign? to put on my wreath. How do I keep it from smashing? Just all those kinds of fun little tips that I've learned over, you know, the many years I've been doing this. So it's full of that, and then I just wanted everything in one place. You know, sometimes you sit there and you're like, okay, oh, I remembered I wanted to get the sign from that one person, and so you write it on the back of an envelope or whatever is like most available to you at that moment, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to write that down, and oh, I'll remember, and then you can't find the piece of paper. Tell me I'm not the only one that does that. So I wanted everything in one central location for you guys. So everything is in one central location with the between the ebook and the free Facebook group. You're covered. And you know, since you're in the Facebook group, you know, you can ask me questions and I can help you out. Oh, you just got on, Judy? All right. So I am just gluing flowers on. This is turning out, I love it when things turn out cuter than you think they're going to. I absolutely love surprising myself. I love to like wake up in the morning and then at night I finish something that I really, really like, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe that was in my head when I woke up this morning. That's one of the reasons why I really, really like doing wreathing and crafting. It helps take my mind away from, you know, pressure and stress and pain or whatever's going on. It's more fun to sit here and think about where should I put that flower. Okay, let me see. So this came on the hat with it, but I took it off. I'm trying to decide. No, I think it's going to cover up my flowers, so I think I'm going to leave it off. I think I'm going to put a few more flowers in here. I love these black ones. They got these cute little eyeballs inside. Whoever comes up with these ideas. And here's another tip for you. Buy the great big huge long, the extra long glue sticks. It saves so much time because you don't have to sit there and constantly load your glue gun. Oh, hi, Larry. How are you doing, Lorianne? She's another great wreath maker. Okay. So I've got this cute little purple spider. I'm trying to decide. I might try see these these fun purple. I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna see if they would look cute coming out. Oh, I think they would. Oh, well, thanks for dropping by, Donna. Tell Julie thank you. Yeah, if you guys, if you want to share this, like my page, that'd be awesome. If you join my mailing list, I'll send you a black cat tutorial and a coupon for $10 off my new ebook. So, awesome, Donna. Yeah, the featured, they're kind of fun, huh? Ooh, so what do we think? Should we put those in there? I think that'll be really pretty. So I think I'm going to position them first. Okay, so give me hearts or thumbs up if we like the feathers. I mean these fern thingies. Oh good, we like the fern thingies. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that makes it look really pretty. Oh, thanks for sharing, Larianne. I appreciate that. Clip these a little bit shorter. Oh, thanks for sharing, Deborah. I had the exact right amount. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these in. So this is what it looks like with those. It's always fun to add like items that come out away from the away from something, so it doesn't have like a hard line. It just kind of gives it a really a fun, more dimension. You add more dimension to it. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Deborah. It is. It's turning out really cute. I love it when I surprise myself. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so here's the front, and then here's the back. Okay, so I think I'm going to grab my bats and my spider and glue them on, and then I think we'll be done. There's the spider. Let's see. Okay. What if I put the spider right there? Do we like that? I think he'll look cute there. So it kind of looks like he's climbing up the hat. Oh, thanks guys. Thanks, Judy. I might make it look easy. It's, I just like to play around. Oh, thanks, Diane. That's sweet. Well, I love to teach them, so I love how you can do this now with Facebook Live, and you can share, and everybody gets to share and teach and watch, and it's cool. Okay, so I'm going to have my spider on one side, and then I'm going to put these cute little bats on here. So see, aren't these bats like just the cutest thing you've ever seen? They were on like a headband. I got them at Walmart. So, just gonna glue this cute little bat on here. Okay, so we got, I think I need to glue his head down a little bit. And this really isn't an expensive, it's not really an expensive project. You know, it's bows and the hat, really. And the smart thing to do is to buy your stuff when it's off season. So when Halloween goes on clearance, you want to buy the stuff on clearance. So then the next year you're going to have all of your items. And then when you pull out your stash and it's Halloween next year, you're going to be like, woohoo, I got that for a great deal. Okay, I'm going to kind of glue this other bat kind of up here, probably. You know what? I think I'm going to put him kind of on the back so it can be like a 360 type thing. Okay, so BJ, I put some of this insulation foam in there. I'll show you what it looks like on a practice hat. It's just this insulation foam. And you, like I said, you guys don't have to have as fancy a hat as this one. You could go get one at, you know, like Walmart for $2 or $3 and do the same thing. Okay, so here is another hat that I had. So all I did was I sprayed this. It's just insulation foam. I just sprayed some foam in there. And if you wanted to, you could spray the whole thing with foam. Just know that it grows like 50%. So, you know, put it in and then it'll grow up to, you know, 50% of what you put in there. And then kind of do it in layers. Because if you do like a whole big thing that's, you know, it's really deep, if you do it all at once, the stuff on the bottom never solidifies. So you don't want that to happen. So yeah, that's all I did. It's just insulation in there. And on this one, with the insulation, I also stuck in like a styrofoam cone because my hat was so big. So you could just use a styrofoam cone too. And again, if you missed any part of this, you can go back and watch it on the replay. And I think we're finished. Let me show you what it looks like. So here is the front. And then kind of move to the side. And you got that fun spider right there. And then here's the bow in the back where it's got, you know, we've got all the tulle and stuff underneath. And then that funky bow that I showed you how to tie. Really simple, not difficult. And then we got the cute little bats on this side. You know, if I wanted to, you know, I could add something here. But, you know, you don't necessarily have to do that. So that's kind of how it turned out. So I'm glad you guys liked it. Again, if you want to, my book goes on sale tomorrow. I'm so excited. It took me 6 months to do it, but I did it. And it'll be on sale at wishingwellwreaths.etsy.com. And if you join my mailing list tonight, I will send you a coupon to get $10 off. So that makes the book $27. And it comes with a free Facebook page group. And you get all the list of vendors where I get, you know, all of these kind of fun things at. And 10% off your first item with them. So that's everything that comes with the book. And yeah, and if you like tutorials and you like what I do, just like my page and that would be awesome. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on Saturday at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Okay? And I think I'm going to be using this fun little give thanks sign that I got from Iveth, right? So she's one of my vendors. She'll be on the list. And so I'm going to be making a wreath with this on Saturday, okay? So thanks again, you guys, for joining. I really appreciated it. I had a great time. So I'll see you guys later, okay?